Okay, our objective is to finish reviewing for the Chapter 9 test. So we're going to start by going over the warm-up. If you are absent, I would pause the video, try this, and make sure you can get these correct. So number one, what did you guys get for X? What did you get for Y? So Ray, we'll start with you. So X is 3 square root of 2. Okay, and what is Y? Good. So check number one, make sure you got 3 square root of 2 and 6. We're just going to go through the answers first. Josh, for number 2, what did you get for X? (12 to the square root of 5 over 3? That's the answer you'll get if you don't simplify. You could leave it as 12 square root of 5 over square root of 3. That works as well. Doing it that way, what did you get for Y? Neil? Okay. Greta? Yep. Yep, 5 over 3. Yep, good job. So, kind of weird. Now, if you simplify it further, here's what you should have. So if you took this a step further, Y should be, Drew, Y should be 2 square root of 15, and X should be 4 square root of 15. Only if you took it a step further. You do not have to. Okay, that one was kind of weird. Number 3, Greta. No, because technically you didn't take the square root and get a decimal. You just simplified what's in there. So you're fine. Okay, Evan, number 3, what'd you get for Y? Good. David, did you get to this one? No. Okay, Camille, X and number 3. Good, X equals 16. Drew, number 4, quit talking. Told you this like 3 times. Square root of 3. There you go. Okay, Alexis, what'd you get for X on number 4? Okay, good. And then square root of 9 is 3, so 8 times 3 is? Good job. So X, if you had it as 8 square root of 9, try to take one more step to simplify. Square root of 9 is 3, so 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, any questions on any of those? That was just more practice from yesterday's warm-up. Nathan M? Yeah. Okay, for the long side? This one? Okay, but you need to do for long side. So we have long side equals short side times square root of 3. What's 3 times 3? Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. Sorry, you said this one. The Y. My fault. Sorry. Neil, you were saying the same one, right? Okay. Sorry, Nathan. Okay, let me do Nathan's first. Nathan, you're sure you're talking about this side, right? Hypotenuse equals 2s. So all you need to do was 2 times the short side. I told Greta this earlier. If you're multiplying 2 times the short side, you only multiply 2 by the number in front of the radical. Don't multiply 2 by what's inside the square root. So 2 times 8 is 16, but you need to leave the square root of 3 there. You can't multiply 2 by this. Only multiply 2 by this. Does that make sense? Okay. Neil, are you okay on the other one? You should have long side equals short side times square root of 3. All right, so you don't need me to go any further? Okay. Anyone else? Josh? Number 2, okay, both parts of it? Okay. Where should I write this? Let me write this up here. Okay, so number 2, we're going to start with if you're given the long side, it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. We have 6 square root of 5 equals square root of 3 times the short side. So to solve for the s, which is your short side, Josh, Oh, so you just wrote it wrong. Okay. Just divide both sides by square root of 3. And I left it as square root of 5 over 3. You guys can leave it as square root of 5 over square root of 3 if you want. It's up to you. And then for this part, you just do short side times 2. You okay? Okay, let's go over the review, and then I'll let you know what we're going to do next. Okay, so Chapter 9 review, number 1, Amberly. Good. 5, and really it should be plus or minus 5, but I would not take off. Nathan M, number 2. Good. Plus or minus 15. Peyton, number 3. Say that again. Oh, you simplified it. That's fine. I wrote it as a decimal for some reason. Did anyone change it to a decimal? Actually, the book changed it to a decimal. Kevin? Yeah. Peyton, your answer's fine. I don't know why the book did that and why I did that. Number 4, Joseph. Good. 7. You done already, John? Okay, just put it on my desk. Thank you. Number 5, Jackie. Good. 9 square root of 2. Number 6 should be 2 square root of 5 over 11. So again, number 6 is 2 square root of 5 over 11. Drew, number 7. Good. Square root of x over 20. Nathan S, number 8. You said 9 square root of 2? To get in touch with you about what we're planning to do. Also, 5a. You just can't read your writing, I think. Right? 5a square root of 2. Mike, number 9. Okay, no. It's no. But what kind of triangle is number 9? Greta. Good. It's no. It's acute. So if you took it a step further, you should write down what kind of triangle it is. Drew. Ray. Face the smartboard, both of you. Quit talking. Number 10, Steve. Good. Number 10 is yes. It is a right triangle. Michelle, number 11. Good. 11 is yes. It's also a right triangle. Ben, number 12. Good. Do you know what kind of triangle it is? No. Gia, what kind of triangle is number 12? Nope. Right? Yeah, it's obtuse because the hypotenuse squared is larger than the sum of the legs squared. So it's obtuse. Number 9 is acute. All right, let's go to number 13. 13 should be 16. 14 should be 34. 15 should be square root of 113. 16 is 2 square root of 51. 17, you had to put the numbers in order. So you should have 3 square root of 2, square root of 19, 2 square root of 5, 4.5, and 19 over 4. Let me move these a little bit. Okay, number 18. Shane, what did you get for the midpoint? Good job. 1 and 4.5. Number 19 was distance. Camille, what'd you get? No. You may have used the formula wrong. Greta, what'd you get? Good. It should be 5. So number 19 is 5 units is the distance. It was square root of 25, which is 5. Number 20 is a special right triangle, and they want you to find DC. So find the distance that's missing there, which I just put an X there. It's a 30, 60, 90 triangle, so technically you need to find the long side. Did you guys find it? Gio, what'd you get? Good. 35 times the square root of 3. And if for some reason you left it as 61 because it says round to the nearest foot, I would accept either because of the book's directions. But technically, the way we did it, yes, 35 times the square root of 3 is what it should be. Neil? Sorry, Gio. 70. Okay, long side equals short side times square root of 3. So they gave us the short side is 35. Yeah, but don't do that. You're finding long side, not high. Yeah. Okay, anyone you need to go back to the previous page? Drew, you need to see the previous slide. Peyton, what did you say you got for the radical on 3? Yeah, she's right. Yeah, 6 square root of 3. Thank you, Peyton. You can change it to 36 times 3. I was trying to see what the largest perfect square was real quick. So 6 times the square root of 3 is the radical. And the test tomorrow, I'm specific with how I want you to simplify the answer. Okay, whether it to be a decimal or a radical. Greta. Okay. Okay, wait, but even if it stretched it out there, Greta, they don't give you the degrees, so you can't assume that. Do you know what I mean? They just give you the right angle, so you have to use Pythagorean's theorem for all of those. Yes. So, yeah, here, let me say that again. I should have clarified that yesterday. 13, 14, 15, 16, guys and girls, listen, they do not give you the degrees. They just tell you that one of the angles is a right angle, which means you have to use Pythagorean's theorem. Have to. To use the special right triangles, they have to be, they have to be a 45, 45, 90 or 30, 60, 90. Yes. So Greta, that probably will make them much easier. Nathan S. Number 5. Well, you can't leave it as a decimal, but hold on. Those ones you have to simplify as a radical tomorrow, Nathan, or they're wrong. But the decimal is 12.7279. That's fine, but you can't, that's wrong, because you have to simplify it in a radical expression. Gio. Nathan S., are you okay? Okay. Anyone else? Questions on anything? All right, you can put that away. I want you to put your name on this. Those of you that are absent and listening to this, I posted this Word document on Blackboard underneath where today's video is. So go ahead and open that up. Okay, guys, this is a shortened version of some of the harder review problems that your book doesn't always do a good job covering. So we're going to spend about 10 minutes. I want you guys on your own to work on these. I know, but it's not. We're gonna go over them, and then I have a couple more problems to practice with you, kind of like a whiteboard review, but we're going to do it on here. So again, I want you to spend, Drew and Gio, what's going on now? Okay, I want you to spend about 10 minutes without any notes with, Ben, you got to pass these back. These have been sitting here. Mike, come on, this. No more drawing. Okay, so about 10 minutes, you will see problems similar to these tomorrow. Okay, try without your notes, without anyone's help. I want you to see what you guys can do on this. Please put your hand up if you have a question. Number 9 is the one that's kind of hard to see. So look at number 9. The hypotenuse on number 9 is square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so for number 9, that's a fraction. Square root of 2 over 2. Michelle, or Marion, I'll be right with you. Call you Michelle. I know, I'll be right with you. Okay, guys, go ahead and try about 10 minutes, and then we're going to go to the next part. I'll pause the video until you guys are done. Okay, guys, in the last 5 to 7 minutes of class, let's go over this. And any questions you have, I'm going to address them now because some of you guys are starting to have the same questions. Okay, so let's just start with number 1. If you have a question on the problem that we're on, please let me know. That way I can answer it. We can go through it then. Shane, what did you get for number 1? Good. X equals plus or minus 4. Geo, number 2. Good. H equals plus or minus 25. Abigail, number 3. Good. C equals the square root of 34. Any questions on 1, 2, or 3? Skylar? Number 3? Okay. Number 3, first thing you need to do is subtract 13 on both sides. So you get 0.5 c squared equals 17. And then divide both sides by 0.5, or you can change that to a fraction and multiply both sides by 2. So c squared equals, nice equal sign, 34. Oh, you changed it to a decimal? Yeah, don't do that. Leave it as, because there's not a perfect square that goes into 34, so you need to leave it like that. Nathan M? No, I won't take off for that. Doesn't matter. Okay, number 4, Peyton. Good. Z times the square root of z. Michelle, number 5. Good. 21m squared. Number 6, Neil. Okay, it should be 8x squared and then 17x. All right, ready? I'm going to go over this one. Okay, so number 6, first thing I need to mention is this 2 in front is really over 1. You only multiply what's in the numerator by 2. Okay? Square root of 272 can be changed to 16, 17. 16 times 17 is 272. And then x to the 7th is going to be changed to x to the 6th times x. And then leave your denominator as square root of x squared. Greta? Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting to that. I'm not done yet. I just broke them down into radicals. Okay? So I'm going to circle. This is a perfect square, and this is a perfect square, and this is a perfect square. So you don't have to do all these steps. I'm just going through each step. So square root of 16 is 4, so 2 times 4. Square root of x to the 6 is x to the 3rd. Leave square root of 17x inside because they're not perfect squares. Square root of x squared is x. So 2 times 4 is 8. X cubed divided by x is x squared. You know what I mean? And I just did it by steps. You don't have to do this many steps. So Greta, you see why I did that now? Nathan S. That's fine. Yeah, you got the same answer. You can do it that way, Nathan S. Either way is fine. Ben, turn around, please. Anyone else on number 6? Greta? Are you okay? In what regards? You mean like if you leave it like this? Yes, probably. I'll make sure, Kevin, are you okay? I'll make sure that you simplify completely. I'll remind you, and I'll make sure it says that on the directions. I almost killed his foot. Okay, number 7. Joseph, what'd you get for 7? You said y to the what? I just didn't hear you. No. The y in front. Okay, it should be y to the 3rd, and then square root of 117y. So number 7 should be negative 2y cubed x squared, square root of 117y. Josh. True. Okay, but 52, 4 goes into. So you're not done. You have to keep simplifying so that there's nothing left inside the radical that's a perfect square. Alexis? Okay. Are you guys talking about number 7? Ben, you and me did this wrong. That's weird. Hold on 1 second. It is 36 and 13. It is. Okay, good job. You did. All right, listen. Shh. Number 7, let me write this over here. Shh. Thank you, guys. All right, 7. Shh. So here's an example when sometimes finding the largest perfect square, you may think you're done, like me, but you're not. You need to change it to 36 times 13, and then the y to the 7th can be y to the 6th, y. X to the 4th is just going to be x to the 4th. The negative in front just stays there. So as you simplify, yes, you get -6 because square root of 36 is 6. Square root of y to the 6th is y to the 3rd. Square root of x to the 4th is x to the 2nd. And then, yes, you're left inside the radical with 13y. So sorry, my fault. Yes, my fault.
Amazing.
There was a larger perfect square, so keep going. Nathan S. I left 117 inside the radical.
You can divide that by 9.
Yeah, 9 goes into that, and I didn't think that that could happen, so my fault. Thank you. Good job. Please check my mistakes. Ben, are you okay with that?
What?
Are you okay with that? Because you had 117 inside there, too. Why? You need to change it to 36 times 13. I just went through that whole problem. Did you listen? No. Okay, well, you need to listen. Okay, number 8. Let me read through these, and if I made a mistake, let me know. I know that number 9 is a little bit confusing, so let me read through what I got, and then we'll talk about them. For number 8, x should be 48, and y is 4 square root of 145. Number 9, the leg, which is both x and y, is equal to 1/2. Number 10, listen, y is 16. The long side is 8 square root of 3. Number 11, the hypotenuse, which is y, is 12 square root of 2. X, which is the short side, is the leg, is 12 because they're going to be the same. Number 9 is 1/2.
Yes.
Okay, like first of all, raise hands. Okay, Drew, we'll start with you. Yes. So number 9, I promise you that's right. It's a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So we have hypotenuse equals leg times square root of 2. So then you look at that and you think to yourself, well, how do I solve this? How do I find leg? You need to divide both sides by square root of 2. Which, when you're dividing fractions, remember, rewrite the first fraction, change to multiplication, flip the second term. So these cancel. Yeah, you end up with 1/2.
No.
Ben,
I didn't.
I said that 3 times. That's because you weren't listening. Okay? No. 1 times 1 is 1. Drew, 2 times 1 is 2. Multiply across the top, across the bottom. Okay, Camille? Yes. Yes. Right. You have them flipped by accident? Yeah, y is 16 because that's your hypotenuse. The long side is 8 square root of 3. You might have just flipped them by accident. No. Hypotenuse is across from the right angle. Always. You okay with that, Camille? Alexis? Yeah. For which one? Oh, for the only one there is. Sorry. Did you use hypotenuse equals leg square root of 2? Because I think you used the wrong formula. It's a 45, 45, 90, so all you're doing is taking the 12 and plugging it in for the leg. Okay? Okay, anyone else? Thumbs up, thumbs middle, thumbs down. Those were harder, of course, since I got one wrong.
In between good and middle.
Okay. All right, so here's what I want you guys to do. I was going to do some more problems with you with distance and midpoint formula, but I think that, yeah, I think you'll be fine on that. What I will say for tomorrow's test is this is a good review. No, they will not be as hard as number 9. The review from the book was good. I would go back, look at any of the homework assignments, any of the notes that you guys have taken. There's no written homework tonight, but the test tomorrow is about 65 points. So make sure you're ready. Okay, it's all we're doing tomorrow. As soon as you guys come in, we'll get started. You guys can get packed up. Girls are first. Please, calculator.